Hello, welcome back to Films of 1974. We are looking at It's Alive. This is a fun one. Basically, all you need to know is that It's Alive is a movie about this couple who are having a kid. And it starts off just on that basic premise. It's just like, oh, you're watching this young couple, they're having a kid, but something spooky might be going on. And obviously, this being a horror movie, as it turns out, the kid they are giving birth to is literally a satanic demon. What I appreciate about this movie, and a lot of movies of the 70s and 80s in general, is there's no need for justification. This movie's just baby's a demon. Baby's a demon. Deal with it. That's what the movie is. Other movies, especially nowadays, would be the lore reason, the witchcraft reason, mother's grandma was a witch and something. This movie's just baby's just a demon. What if your baby was a demon? What if that was the case? What if that happened? That'd be kind of messed up, wouldn't it? So the movie does have an admittedly really solid premise. A lot of people kind of compare this to the 60s movies Rosemary's Baby. I think this movie kind of falls a little bit to live up to the premise. Namely in the fact that the movie really leans into an aspect of melodrama. A lot of this movie focuses on the family. And yes, in some ways that is an interesting way to go about that. Just this idea of oh, this family would fall apart. This family would be completely destroyed, decimated by the fact that the baby that they gave birth to and waited so long for turned out to be an evil demon who was killing people. And the movie goes into a lot of the morality, this idea of should we kill this baby? What if I hate this baby and you want to keep this baby? The couple arguing about what to do with this evil demon baby that's serial killing. And it's an interesting idea and it's kind of well executed, but there's a part of you that just finds it goes on a little too long. It leans a little too much into the melodrama and especially leans into this idea of media madness. This idea of oh, if your baby was a demon, the media would be crazy about it. And it's that's true, but it's so much of the movie. You're just do we need this? The same thing for kind of a spoiler. At a certain point, we deal with the father's job troubles and the fact that people at work are just ooh, your baby was a demon. That's pretty sus. It's did we need this? Did we need the baby? The baby is a demon. I feel that was enough of a concept to carry a film. But all of that said, the movie functions. It is a functional script with a functional film behind it. I really like the way the movie ends. I really like the way the action drives up. And I really do like the ending of the movie when they're all running through the sewers and trying to find this evil demon baby. I also just really liked the scene of the mother sort of giving birth. I think that's a real turning point for the movie. Obviously, that's where the action kicks off, and I think it does it very, very well. I also really like the design of the demon baby. I think that also works really well. In a movie where I'm just ooh, 10 out of 10, I loved this movie, but I did like it, and I do recommend it if you're into kind of B horror of the 70s, which we're weirdly going to get a lot of this year. And I actually think this one's the best. There's a real sense of tension and paranoia in this movie that I feel a lesser movie would not have been able to capture.